people come through. Let me
Mhm.
come to make sure that I.
All right, we are live. We are live. I am so excited about today's conversation. Oh my
Yes,
gosh, I
yes,
got
yes.
Nat in the building. Give me a few moments. For those of you who are just tuning in, just give us a few minutes. We're going to allow some people to get in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're catching us live, go ahead and put hashtag live. And if you're catching us on the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay. So, go ahead and share this to Kingdom Connections, baby. Mm. All right. So we're going to get started. If you're catching us on the live, go ahead and put hashtag live. And if you're catching us on the replay, put hashtag replay. So can you hear me good, Nat?
I can hear you great.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely marvelous.
All right. So we're going to have a girl talk today. I just want to talk about, you know, just the importance, of community. And I feel like what it is that we do for Kingdom Connections. Hey, Melissa. Hey, sis. I just want to talk, right? I want us to have a girl talk. So, for those of you guys who don't know who we are, I'm Coach Roxy. I am a certified life and dating coach, and I also am the founder for Kingdom Connections, which is a Christian
Whoop, whoop,
dating group. KC in the building.
whoop, whoop.
Um, and we help Christian singles connect and have healthy and thriving kingdom relationships that lead to marriage. And so I got my girl here, Nat, who is one of the admins for KC, right?
Hello,
Nat in
hello.
the house.
I'm
Nat,
excited to be here. Truly excited.
yes, yes. I'm excited about our conversation. And so Nat has been such a great help when it comes to the vision for KC. And so I just want to give you your flowers. First and
Thank
foremost, you look
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so it has been such a pleasure, Nat, like serving alongside of you when it comes to Kingdom Connections and what it is that we do for Christian singles. And what a lot of
Amen.
people don't know is that you and I actually met. You came to one of our retreats that we had a few years ago and we met. And so today's conversation, I want to talk about community and just the importance of community. Before I do that, Nat, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the folks?
Okay. Let me plug in this. And hopefully, my charger will stay charged. Hello, everyone. My name is Nat Pierre. My true name is Natasha Pierre, but I go by Nat. If you love me, that's what you call me. And I've been an admin part of Kingdom Connections probably since it started, maybe a month after it started. My professional background is in mental health, but here I learn too. In the realm of KC, I have learned a lot. Okay, so that's one thing I like to tell people. Just because I do it for career doesn't mean I'm not ready to learn. And this is why we're having this conversation about community because it is so important. So I met Roxy, like she said, at a women's conference, and I was following her for years on her coaching page. Is the Healing Women from Toxic Relationships, was that's the
Yeah.
group. And I had just been in a very toxic relationship, found that group, and when she had her retreat, I remember saying, I'm going. I didn't even know how much it was at the time, and it was funny because it kept shifting, but I was like committed to going regardless. First of all, it was in my background in Florida. It was only 20 minutes away from my home, so that was a no-brainer. But before I knew the location, I knew I had to be there. It was almost as if I knew God had heard my heart, heard my prayers. It was like, I need connection. I need something to tell me I'm not crazy. Because you all know what toxic relationships do to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make you feel like you lost your mind. So I remember seeking out, somebody who not only was grounded in the Christian faith, but understood how to walk you through those things. And truly just following her, just seeing what she spoke about, I just knew that was really genuinely her. And it wasn't just another flat platform just talking nonsense, right? I had seen the testimonies, I had followed her long enough. So when that retreat came up, I knew I had to be in a place, even if I had to take a plane. But it just ended up being in Florida. So that's originally where we met. And I remember saying to her then, she hadn't started the group yet that I had known of. I didn't see this KC group, but I remember saying, that God had already put on my spirit to serve. And I remember saying that some kind of capacity, because I had already been moved from Jersey, so I didn't have like a church home. I wasn't serving on something in church. So shout out to all of you who serve in some capacity, because it's the same thing. It's when you're serving for the kingdom, whatever capacity you're doing it to, kudos. We honor
Yes.
you for that. But I just told her that if she ever needed me for anything, I was here to serve, not just in that capacity. And then that was the beginning of a story. Then the cutest story about KC is I didn't even know she had done KC yet. I was in another Christian dating singles group, and I had posted my profile. And Roxy, I don't know if you remember this. And I posted my profile, and the messages that were coming from that minute was so intense, right? It was blowing up. And I was like, oh, I don't know if that was kind of the stuff I was looking for in my DMs. So I said, I don't know, but I was only in that group for a short while. And I remember Roxy DM me saying, come to my group, see what it's about. I've just started a group. And I said, okay, fine. Deleted my profile, joined KC. Mind you, KC then didn't have a lot of men, didn't even have a lot of people, but I was like, I'm here to serve. So it didn't matter about that part, to be honest. It was just in the community because I had seen Roxy. So I had faith that God was working through her. So I was just going to follow. Sometimes that's what you got to do with faith. That's what it looks like. You're not sitting up there debating with yourself all day long, right? You're just walking in faith. That's what it looks like. And that's what it is. That's what I did. And I've been in KC ever since.
Okay.
Thank you,
So,
Roxy, for being obedient.
yes, yes, yes. Period. God is good though. You mentioned so much. I do want to say hello to a few people. I see in the comments. Hello, John. Hey, Travaris. Welcome, welcome. So for those of you guys that are
Hey,
catching
big.
us
Oh, my brother's
live,
on.
yeah, Travaris is
My
watching
brother
us.
Travaris. That's
So
my
for those of
bro.
you for those of you guys that are watching us live, go ahead and put hashtag live. And for those of you who are catching us on the replay, put replay. So Nat, you said so much. You talked about, coming out of a toxic relationship. You had no idea who I was. You just knew that, hey, I like her page. I like what she's doing. She's having a retreat. I want to go and check it out. You came to the retreat. What a mind blowing experience we had at that retreat. I'm talking about
Beautiful.
God met us there. It was a great time of fellowship. And one of the things that I always say, Nat, I mean, is like, whenever it comes to KC, the vision that God has given me, it's not just for romantic relationships, right? Yes, that is
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom Connections. It's definitely going to do what it needs to do. Hey, Felicia, welcome, sis. However, it's more than that. It's also for kingdom building, kingdom relationships. Do you know how many people have met inside of KC that are best friends? I mean, literally, there are people, sisterhood, brotherhood, and that's what
Love
Kingdom
it.
Connections is about as well. It's not just about dating and relationships. Like, yeah, we want you guys to, have the tools, but it's really community. Like, one of the things, let me just share my journey, is one of the things that has helped me on my walk is actually community. Right? When I came to Christ, I got baptized in high school, but I really wasn't living the life I wanted to live, but I couldn't figure out why. Like, I'm going to church, I'm doing all this stuff, but I'm still living in sin. I'm, still doing certain things. It wasn't until I got in college and I got a part of a community of like-minded Christians that I was like, wow, okay, this is actually pretty
Yes,
cool. Right?
absolutely.
So community is so important, that to where it's like you're not just by yourself. And so you just talked about that. Like, you've been a part of KC. KC has definitely taught us a lot. So for those of you who don't
Yes.
know what KC, we are actually, is Kingdom Connections. Okay. This is a Facebook group. For those of you, I see some of you are saying you're watching for the first time, but we're talking about godly community. All right. I actually have a question for the audience. How many of you right now that are watching us, you are part of some type of community, whether it's a community from your church, you have a community online? How many of you have godly community within your life right now? Brotherhood, sisterhood. I want you to go ahead and put a one. For those of you who are watching us, that you're like, you know what, I have a godly community and I'm super happy about that. I want you to go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and do that really quick. Right? I want to see some ones. Okay, Ruby says she has a community. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, Kia says she has a godly community. Hey, Kia. Hey,
Yes, I
sis.
see. Okay, we got some ones.
Okay, we got if you want to be in a relationship. Okay. All right. So I definitely see some ones are coming up. Let me get back over to that. All right, Rasheen, you have some questions. Give me a minute, okay? All right. So who else is a part of Godly Community? Nobody else? All right. Well, this is the reason why Kingdom Connections is here. Okay, Michelle, I see you. Kingdom Connections. We are about godly community. We wanted to create a safe space where Christians can feel like this is a community. So whenever you see us, right, Nat, whenever we put together our singles mixers, speed dating event we do virtually, whenever we do whatever we do for KC, we do it with what? Godly community. Like
Godly
we
community.
want
Yep.
people to see that this is
Mm-hmm.
all about us coming together. Because Nat, how many times did you hear being a Christian is so boring and things like people really think that, oh, well, you can't go clubbing no more. You can't do this. You can't do that. I've had people tell me that, well, I don't want to give up my
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle of sin and I don't want to stop partying. And I'm like, it's fun in the kingdom. What are you talking about? Right?
It is. You can still cut up and have fun in the godly way. You still can. I think some people think otherwise. Um, but those are just those myths. And it might be something that's taught where you are too, because there's a lot of us who are probably taught different things.
Yes.
But as you mature and you get out here and realize the real world that doesn't exist, that doesn't sustain. In other words, that's not a sustainable life. That's not what brings most people joy. So then they are like, oh, then I have to stay away from those type of people. They're not fun.
We were not created to do life alone. We were created to
Mm-mm.
do community. Like we were created to be within environments where we can thrive. And I think one of the best ways that we can thrive is actually within community. So for those of you who
Yep.
are part of KC, we thank you for being a part of KC. We thank you for the value. A lot of you, like Travaris is one of our admins. Kia is one of our, that is my sister. Actually, Kia is my sister and she's a part of
Yes.
KC. But
Yes.
KC, I mean, is truly a place where you can come and you can feel like, oh my gosh, I've grown. We can say from the admin side, we have grown, right? Now, like
Absolutely.
we have
Absolutely.
grown so much as far as like God has really shown us what it's like to give grace, to have patience, to be understanding, and all of that. And so, we actually we have an event coming up. Nat, I want you to talk about the event we have coming up this weekend. Talk about
This
community.
weekend, we're going to be in South Florida, West Palm Beach to be exact, on
Yes.
Saturday, December the 6th. We're having a VIP type of experience that includes bowling, it includes laser tag, it includes a fun interactive games. We have the red flag, green flag, we have an ugly sweater competition. So, if you didn't do an ugly sweater, don't let that limit you. There's going to be plenty of other
Yeah.
opportunities to enjoy
Still
things,
come.
but just be in a community of fun. Sometimes we do have to let our hair down, but we have to do it in an environment where not only is it fun, but it's safe. Like we're all going to be types of people that there's no judgment. There's going to be laughter, fun. There's not this, oh, we got to sit down, we got to, fold our hands and be quiet. We're going to be laughing, cracking jokes. We're going to be busting on each other who can't get any of the pinball. That'll be me. It's been a while. But just interacting and having fun. And of course, there's food. There's drinks included. We're talking about the non-alcoholic types is included, soda. And we also have, as part of the VIP experience, we also have laser tag. We also have like other table games, and go-kart is included. And there's a few other games that's included. So come out, enjoy. Your bowling shoes is included. You're coming in doing nothing but eating and having fun and laughing and interacting. So we invite you, if you are thinking about being in the area, if the area is driving distance, because it takes me 3 hours, but I don't mind driving. So if you're in the driving area, come on down. If you are in Atlanta, come on down. If you're anywhere around Georgia, come on down and enjoy us. You still got time. And it's Saturday, December the 6th. It starts about 2 p.m. And that's when we'll start registration. Doesn't mean you're late or anything like that. We do give some buffer time so we can get everybody, in their shoes and get everything prepared so that we can start going in and not be late when we get into our room. But our room is very specialized. You're not amongst everybody else. Just so understand, VIP experience means an exclusive space set for us. You're not going to hear all the noise and maybe Not that I have kids, but you won't see birthday parties. You won't see all that other stuff. It's an exclusive room. Very beautiful, and nice for us adults who still want to have fun. So come on out. This Saturday, December the 6th. If you're interested, DM me. You can DM Roxy, and she might put the link at the end. I'm not sure. I can't see the screen too much because it's like really tiny, tiny. And even though I have my glasses, I still can't read it.
It's small.
So come
So
on out.
I
I'm
just,
excited. I'm excited. So excited
yeah, I'm so
to be
excited.
outside.
Nat, guys,
To
Nat
be
will be the,
outside.
listen, Nat will be the host. So I'm excited to see Nat host
Woo-hoo.
this event. And we're
Music.
going to have, listen, for those of you who are in Florida or who are nearby and you can get on a quick plane, like, listen, I'm telling you guys, we are going to have a time. We only have 10 spots remaining. And then after that, registration is completely closed. And so for those of you, because I see someone said I'm all the way in Virginia. Listen, if you can get on a plane, girl, come to Florida.
If you
I'm
can get on a
telling
train,
you,
can you get on a
girl,
bus? Can you get on a train? Can you get on a plane? Come
you
on
don't want to
down.
miss it. You really don't, because we're gonna have a good time. And I think one of the favorite things I'm gonna like is just to really do the men versus women stuff, like the go-kart race and the laser tag. Listen, I love me
Yes.
some laser tag, okay? I love
Yes.
it. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
So somebody
Yes.
did
Let your
ask me
hair
some
down. There's a
questions.
lot of us who have so much going on. Fitting in time
Yeah.
for us to have fun is so necessary. And I don't think people understand what community and fun does. It like revives you, it rejuvenates you. It's a fun revival. It's an opportunity to get amongst like-minded people and have fun. You juice yourself up for the week ahead. It's almost like, oh, I treated myself to something that I enjoyed. You didn't have to do it for the kids, you didn't have to do it for anybody else, just yourself.
Not only that, so one of the things that I think about is that holiday time is usually very sad for like a lot of
Oh yeah.
singles, right? It's like you're like, man, all these family photos, everybody's, booed up. So like a lot of people really like, they get into their feelings. And so this is a way for you to again be in community where you don't feel alone. You don't feel like I'm by myself. You
Absolutely.
have community of Christian, like-minded Christians who's gonna love on you, who's gonna have fun with you, but not only that, the value we bring to the events that we have, where we give tips, like little tips here and there when it comes to dating. There has not been one person who honestly have come to one of our events who did not leave feeling full. Like the
Absolutely.
last event we had virtually, there were at least 10 people who said they left the event feeling more confident to go out, to put themselves
Mm,
out there. There's so many
absolutely.
people, for those of you who are watching this and you're like, man, I'm like an introvert, I'm shy, I don't do anything. These are the types of events that you want to do. You want to put yourself out there. You want to take the risk because listen, dating is about taking a risk. Like you're going to have to go on dates. You're going to have to do things. And so we create these events within you with you in mind so that you can know that listen, I don't have to stay home. No, you could be outside with like-minded people who are going to give you the tools that you need for success.
Mhm.
Someone said round trip planes ride or 150. Okay.
Okay.
And then
Wonderful.
Diamond said I can plan in advance for the next one. So yeah,
Okay.
we definitely plan within 2026. We are going to be doing more events, whether it's virtual events or doing them in person. For those of you who can't come to the one this weekend, but for those of you who can, I mean, again, we literally have 10 spots remaining and we want to see you there. We are going to be there and we're going to have a good time. It's going to be a little competitive. I'm going to let you know.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm
But
going to
I want
let
to
you
know
know.
in the chat, and maybe you can read for me because I'm seeing some things. When was the last time somebody did? I want to know with a one. If you have, no, let's not do one. Let's say yes. I just want to see yeses in the chat. If you've done something fun recently, and I'm not talking about vacation trip, and I'm not talking about getting your nails done. I'm not talking about the regular stuff. Like you stepped out of the box, bought a ticket to something that maybe wasn't a like-minded event, but it was just something different. Like it,
I
it
like
was
that.
a brunch. It was some
Mm,
kind of activity where you went out. When was the
yeah.
last time you really did that? And you just was like, you know what? I think I just want to have fun myself, and I want to see what kind of people are there and engage. When was the last time you done something like that? That wasn't involved
There you
around
go. Okay.
exclusive trip that you had to take vacation for and things like that. You just did an
Maurice.
evening out.
Maurice said yes. Diamond
Okay,
said, I
that's
have
good.
not. Okay. And this is the one that says she lives in Virginia. She said she has not.
Okay.
That's a really good question because I think a part of self-love and self-care is doing something for you. It don't have to
Mm-hmm.
be where there's something attached to it, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
let me put myself out there. Let me pour into myself and be around like-minded people. Ruby said no. Okay, so
and
Ruby,
and
where
it's
are you
being
located?
around, and it's doing something for yourself, but at the same time you're getting that community aspect. It's like a win-win. You're getting that, plus you're getting to be community. It's like, wait a minute, I get to do something for myself, but I also get to have fun. It's different if you're going to go get your nails done, right? It is something you like to do, right? And we get
Hmm.
our hair done. It's something we like to do, but we do it personally for ourselves. We like to look good, but now you're getting ready to have fun, but you get community too. I mean, come on now, that's a win-win. That's more than enough reason to come out. And it doesn't have to be just about engagement. Like you said, we meet best friends, we meet people that might grow our businesses, we network, we might find somebody who gives us tips on something else in life. It's just in the community of being around godly people and kingdom people is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to share that fun and activity. You don't want to miss it. And if you haven't done it, put it on your to-do list for 2026. It actually helps you engage more. It definitely will
It
make you more
does.
appealing in the dating world. So even if you're not dating yet, this is the kind of stuff that makes you comfortable, right? You don't have to worry about, oh my God, what am I going to say? How am I going to act? This allows you to learn. I hate to say the word, but some of y'all don't like to hear it, but flirt. It helps you be more comfortable in your own skin because now you're around people you didn't know before, right? So then that engages some activities you didn't even know were hidden that you couldn't do. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna have jokes, you're gonna be interacting. That's the part I love. I love the part that you're doing something for yourself while being in community. You can't get better than that. And you feel full. That's the reason why you feel so full. Iron sharpens iron. We want to be in environments where we can have fun, but be amongst like-minded people. So if you haven't done it, put it on your list, put it on your stuff to do for 2026. I definitely want to see you this Saturday. But if you can't make it, make sure you make it for our events this year coming.
Yes, thank you so much for that, Nat. I definitely think that you made a great point. I mean, as far as like make this something that you want to do, whether it's now or in 2026, make that a goal where you're going out, you're putting yourself out there, you're taking those risks, and you're pouring into yourself and being around like-minded people. You are not called to be
Absolutely.
alone. Okay. John Jay asked if someone can still come and pay for their own if spots get taken. So I see, John, you're in Tampa, Florida. All right. Let's see, John. John, I'm on your page real quick. So John wants to know if it's still possible for him to come, whether or not like we have the spots. Okay, well, John, thank you so much for joining us. Just checking out your page because if you're a part of KC, you want to make sure we get some good people. That's another thing. The events we do is we are very intentional. Okay, we want Christian singles, like-minded. So I mean, if I'm not saying it's you, John, but I mean, if you're not saved, the quality of women, the quality of men that come to our events are Christians. All right, that is what we do. We do Christian events. So I'm just looking at your page right now, but John, you can definitely still come. I'm just gonna let you know that if you pay your way, the tickets right now for our event is $97. However, you paying your way is going to be way more than $97. You're
Mhm.
getting bowling, all right? You're getting food, you're getting laser tag. Listen, I've been out on many bowling dates, and just
What?
bowling alone is way over $70. I'm just
What?
letting you know.
What?
That's per one person, like for one person. So, I mean, you can pay your way, yes, but again, you're going to be spending way more money than $97. All
Hmm.
right.
Which means if you want to be a part of the community and come, then you can still purchase the actual ticket. But I think what happens is we don't want too many people outside of that because, like we said, it's a VIP experience. So we have our own space. So even when you come in, they're going to request, some kind of permission from us. Because even our list for the clearance and the shoe list, we get all that stuff. When you
Oh,
buy your
yeah,
ticket,
you
you get a
can't
link
come. Yeah,
because you
I forgot
can't
about
just
that.
come to our event without pre-registration when you get to the
I
desk and come
forgot.
in anyways
Yes.
because of the way the ticket works and how our VIP experience is. It's exclusive to a room. We had to sign contracts. There is a whole, I think it was a clearance that they have to sign, right? When they
Yeah, clearance.
register, that
Yeah,
clearance
waiver. They
too.
have
Like
to
you're
do
not
a
going to sue them
waiver.
for falling, just like a waiver. You have to sign that in advance. So if you want to come, we still have
Yeah, that is
tickets
true.
available
No,
now to purchase
yeah.
for our event.
Great, Nat. Great point. Yeah. So you have to register no later than Friday. Once Friday comes, you cannot just show up. We do have
Yeah.
our own space, and you have to be pre registered because we are going to take attendance there as well. to make sure
Yep.
that you have registered. So no, you have
Mhm.
to register by Friday. All
And this
right.
is
Thank you
how
for
we keep the event with the like-minded people, right? That's how we're making sure it's like-minded people for so that yes, you're going to be having fun, but you'll make the like-minded people. Otherwise, you can go on an event on your own time, right? But this is
we
curated so that we're all in the community together, still having fun.
Yeah, we have had events within person where people have tried to come over to our events and we have told them
Yeah,
they couldn't. Like we have
yeah,
had those events and we're like, no, this is a Christian singles because again, we want to protect the people who are also coming as well. When it comes to the value and what it is that Kingdom Connections bring, we really try to make sure that our events are top tier Christian people, top
amen.
quality Christian people who are truly. I'm not saying we're gonna be perfect, all right,
All
but
right now.
no, I mean, we really do, we really do believe in like just quality. And so, I mean, if you have not registered and you happen to see us and you want to come, you won't be able to come into our VIP. This is a VIP event. All
Hmm.
right. He said, I will not be able to attend. No problem. We'll hope you can come to the next one. We will have
Yes.
another one next year in 2026. But
Oh, so he
again,
said he was asking in general. Okay, he was just asking
mhm,
in general for other people, but understood.
yeah. Yeah, he was asking in general. One last question I want to ask you, Nat. Why do you think it's so important for believers to get around like-minded singles? Like, why do you think that's important?
Why do I think that's important? First of all, coming just from what I know, just even clinically, if I remove myself from biblical for a moment and I move into the clinical realm, right? And I move into the space where people who are depressed and anxious are more likely to isolate, right? They're more likely to be by themselves. Research has proved that. In fact, that's one of the assessments. How long have you been isolating and not speaking to people, not coming out, not socializing, not doing the daily routines of life? And believe it or not, before even Bible, but Bible times has spoke about it's in the word, but an active showing of how you are healthy in this world is interacting with other people. That's not just what the word says when it says, that there's power in more than one, two, where two are gathered, the Holy Spirit's there. There's more power every time there's more than one people gathering together in a space, especially with believers. But just imagine what it does to your mental health and your mental well-being. It increases all the good hormones. We're talking about the endorphins, we're talking about norepinephrine, serotonin, we're talking about all the feel good hormones happen just by interaction. I'm being souped up right now just talking to you all, just being happy, smiling, being amongst other people, enjoying space is important for your mental well being. So now you're adding the mental well being, you're adding the spiritual well being. I can add the physical part of it because if you're laughing, you're of course burning calories, but there is parts of norepinephrine and endorphins that help decrease the fat that gets all around our bellies just by being in an environment that's healthy and happy. That's why you see people who are depressed and in bad relationships gain weight. I mean, there are some people who don't eat too, but then there's the other people that gravitate towards food, and stress may also be a part of that. But we all know that stress reacts all kinds of different ways in our body. And one way to reduce stress is doing fun activities. One way to reduce stress is being around other people, having fun, talking, getting that emotional weight, just connecting with other people. So there's just so many different ways to say it, but what I would say is it's a part of feeling good. It's a part of doing something for yourself. It's a part of not just, being around spiritual people and being poured into, but it's your mental health being. And let's talk about the spiritual side now. Wherever two or more together, we know the Holy Spirit is already active. So just imagine being in the presence of the Holy Spirit, just knowing you're in a space where you need to be. You needed to be there. You didn't know why, but at the moment you're like, this felt good. Just being in this space felt good, just being here. Now I'm having fun and I'm feeling good. And when the night's over, you're like, wait a minute, I kind of don't want this to end. When can I come to another one? And that's usually what we
Mm,
hear when you're in that
yeah.
type of space. Because it won't just be about me. It won't be about beautiful Coach Roxy, but she's going to be there. It's really going to be about being in a place where there's other like minded people. The Holy Spirit will be there. Yes, you're going to be having fun. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be joking. And then let's not forget the physical part. So I went through the emotional, I went through the spiritual part with the Holy Spirit. But when you are physically active, testosterone, all your hormones get leveled out, you're bowling, you're moving around, that's already going to be fun. Okay, so if you all exercise, if you all do anything outside and you walk, physical activity, engagement is important. So doing activities that involve moving around also make you feel good. So those are
Love
the
that.
reasons I can give.
That was some good reasons. Oh my God, the endorphins being released. Talk about that, right?
Yes,
Depression has
serotonin,
no
endorphins, all of
chance.
that.
Depression has no chance to stand
None.
whenever you are going out and putting yourself out there. Not only that, there are so many times, Nat, that I talk to Christian women who say to them, like, who actually say to me, they don't go out, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is the moment for you to get outside, go out, do something fun,
Yes.
be around
Yes.
like-minded people. You're gonna be
Absolutely.
playing, you're gonna be meeting new people, new friendships, new potentially meeting your person. Who knows, right? It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
single men, single women, and so
Yep.
I cannot wait, Nat. I am just so excited that
I'm
you're gonna
excited.
be there. You're gonna be the host. I'm excited
I'm
for
excited. Super excited.
the vision that God has really given KC. To just go and to make disciples too. We are making disciples. This is a
Okay,
form
now.
of ministering
Absolutely.
as well. And so, for those of you who have already gotten your tickets, we are so excited to meet you on Saturday, December the 6th in West Palm. For those of
And
you
you know
guys
what?
that, go ahead.
I want to add this too. Just when you said that about being in that space and making disciples, there's people at different stages of their Christian walk.
Mhm.
So I encourage people who are different. You're still a believer now. You're still saved. Maybe you slid back,
Yeah.
didn't slide back, but you still know about Jesus and you're trying to get back into this. These are those perfect opportunities to get back in here because you've been in that space where you didn't know Christians can have fun, or there was other hurts that happen, whether it's church hurt, relationship hurt, whatever it may be. But getting
Mhm.
around other people reminds you there is fun out there. There are Christians who ain't gonna, do you dirty, but just getting out there and exposing yourself into environments where you can have fun amongst like-minded people is important.
Mhm.
Because I know sometimes people are like, oh, there's too many holy rollers, there's too many, but I don't know all Christian level walks, but I do know that there's going to be people walking in faith, people who are kingdom minded there. And is everybody going to be there just for dating? No, but they're going to be in the like-mindedness part so that you can grasp this is the space for you. You're not going to think about, oh, maybe I shouldn't be here. No, you need to be here. Because sometimes you walk in and you're like, oh, they acting up over there. That person over there, I don't know, they're doing a little raunchy stuff, this one looks this way, or you just feel like you're not supposed to be someplace. No, this is supposed to be where you're supposed to be. So when you're amongst Christians, at least that part I can tell you off the top, you're
Here's
not going to
one
have
thing
to
I
worry
want
about
to
if
say
you're in the right
about
space.
community. Here's one thing I want to say about community. Community builds confidence. So for those of
Absolutely.
you, so for those of you who lack confidence, you lack self-esteem, and you're probably shy, you're like an introvert, this is a great time for you to come out to rebuild your confidence, to work on your
Absolutely.
social skills, right? Socializing,
Absolutely.
you're going to be amongst like-minded people. You're going to be able to make new friends. Yes, John Jay, you're going to be able to make new friends. You're going to be able to really like practice
Yep.
communication skills, going up to people, talking. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
like you don't know
Yes.
who you're going to meet. Nat
Yep.
had no idea that some 2+ years ago, she would come to one of my events and that she and I would connect. She
That's
had no
right.
idea that God would tell her, hey, I have KC. I want you to serve on KC. She had no idea, but you know what? She came out. She came by herself.
Yep.
Nat literally showed up to the event. That is something that I truly believe in. Being a single person is so important that you get out. Do not just rely when it comes to dating online and
Absolutely.
just doing things online. Go outside as well and work on yourself. Work on, social skills. Work on your communication skills. Listen, this is so magnetic when it comes to dating. Confidence.
Absolutely.
Like men.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me just speak to the woman really quick because I'm gonna
Absolutely.
tell y'all what the men are drawn to.
Talk now.
Men are
Talk
drawn
now.
men are drawn to confident women. Men are drawn to women who love themselves, who take care of themselves, who know how to communicate. It's so important. Come on, Angela. She's saying
Yes.
it's important within singleness. It is. And so for those of you again, and you can attest to that, Nat, and I can attest to this. This is
I
something
can.
that when we were single, this is something I took trips, went to retreats. I just went on a retreat last month. All right.
Okay.
Constantly going to different things where I'm invested in myself. Why? Because it matters. It
Yep.
truly does. So
It
for those
does.
of
It
you
does.
who are watching us and you're like, man, I know it's the holidays. Listen, get out the house. No excuses, y'all.
Yep.
Make no excuses. For those of you who may not be in Florida, go to Eventbrite. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
events where you are. Christian events. For those of you who are Christian, look at Christian events where you are, go and have an amazing time. Pray first. Pray.
Mhm.
Pray before you do
Mhm.
anything.
Mhm.
Because I know we pray over all of our events
Mhm.
that we do,
Mhm.
but you want to make sure that you're going to be around like-minded people who have your best, who really care about you and things like
Mhm.
that. So, Nat, thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate you
you.
coming on,
Thank you.
jumping
I'm
on
I'm
this live.
excited. I'm excited for the people who are thinking about it. I'm excited, very excited for people that brought the tickets, but I'm very excited to that we're introducing something to the Christian community because let's face it, all of y'all are on this chat, but you know how many times have you seen a Christian event that was about fun? I'm not talking about a workshop, seminar. I'm not talking about revival in church. I'm not talking about the potluck downstairs in the basement of church. I'm talking about coming out, experiencing things we used to in the world with people we didn't know or didn't like, that we didn't know how we were getting home or what they were doing afterwards, but in a community that is Christian, that is already curated for you, pre-selected to designed for where you are in your life right now. We're not talking about when you're younger. We're not talking about back in the day when things were a little different. We would drop 100 just to be, popping bottles and everything. We are definitely talking about a different community now, but this
Yes.
is right where you are right now in your life. This is the stage where you're at, and we want you. We want you to come out and have fun. So if you ain't joining us now, you'll see our faces again.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, Nat. Really appreciate you
You
jumping
welcome. It's a
on. And
pleasure.
I
I'm
cannot wait to
excited.
see you this
I
weekend on
can't wait to see
Saturday.
you.
We don't have a time, okay? I'm not sure what happened to Nat.
Sorry.
Okay, there you
I
go.
can't wait to see you.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you guys. For those of you who have already
Wait,
registered, huh? What
can you hear me
happened?
now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, good.
Okay. So for those of you who have not registered, again, we have 10 left. Clean, love, and fun with no pressure. Thank you so much, John Jay. I don't know who you are, but thank you. He's been showing out on this live. All right, guys. So we'll see you guys on Saturday. Have an amazing day. And we cannot wait to hear how you were able to put yourself out there. You went out, you had a good time, whether you come to KC event or you just go out and have some fun for the holiday. Don't be stuck in the house. Don't be stuck in the house, okay? Get out. We want to see you taking pictures and having fun. In Jesus' name. All right. Hey,
I can't hear.
you can't hear me? Okay.
I
I don't
can't
know
hear you
why.
though.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't hear me now. But it's okay. We are all done for today.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time. I know you can't hear me. Hopefully you can read lips or sign language. Okay, but thank you for your time. I appreciate you, and I'll see you Saturday. Bye, Nat. She can't hear me.
Bye,
Y'all.
everyone.
Bye. Okay, hold on. I don't even know how to end this thing. Hold on, y'all. Bye, Nat. She still can't hear me. I don't know what happened to her phone. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. All right. So again, yes. Video chat. I don't know what you're talking about. But any